Alrighty, I think we're good. We have mic, we have video, we have chat, we have lewd, and we have Sentinels of the Multiverse. Hello, this is Dolphin on the Handelabra Games channel. You're watching Handelabra Games. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. As for me, Dolphin, you can follow Dolphin21 on Twitter, Dolphin on YouTube. You have to Google search for that. The YouTube channel is actually Sapporogo for old reasons that are super old. And on Twitch, it's just Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. Alright, now that disclaimer is out of the way, how are we doing? How are all of us doing? How am I doing? It's been 2 weeks. I was not here last week. I was in Utah for RPG Limit Break. I was there all week, so I missed out on Sentinels Live, as well as Tales of the Archive, the past 2 weeks, actually. And I'm going to be missing it this Saturday as well, because I'm going to be going to my friend's wedding. I'm one of his groomsmen. And it's going to be, of course, an all-day affair, so I'm going to be missing out on that as well. But RPG Limit Break was fun. If you've never heard of it before, it was a marathon charity stream for raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and we raised a total of $110,000, which is pretty good. And the stream itself consisted, past tense, of RPG speedruns, and I speedran Final Fantasy 13-2. So I didn't actually have a link handy, but if you wanted to check out some of the games that were speedran, I know there's a playlist that was recently published for that. Let's see if I can find it real quick. RPG Limit Break, playlists. Yep, there's a playlist right here. So if you want to give it a check, you know, find some of your favorite games. Final Fantasy VII was ran. I ran Final Fantasy 13-2. There are some really good classic games in there, like Diablo 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Baldur's Gate, Earthbound, Super Mario RPG, World of Final Fantasy. That's technically not a classic, but I'm going to consider it a classic because it was a fun game. So yeah, that's my shameless plug. If Jeremy can shamelessly plug his Fastcast, I can shamelessly plug the charity marathon that I was a part of last week. Alrighty, well, we're here for Sentinels of the Multiverse, and particularly we're here for strategic Sentinels of the Multiverse. People who watch me want to see strategy and stuff, right? They want to see smart gameplay, they want to see discussion of tactics and perhaps improvements that that other people can make on their own games. So let us begin. New game. So usually the way I carry these streams is that the first game is my choice, just so I know there's a good match. Second game is viewer's choice, where I poll the chat, ask them random questions. The first answer that gets 2 votes is what's accepted, and we play viewer's choice that way. And the third game is completely randomized. I just mash the random button, I mash the difficulty button, I mash the team versus classic button, and we see what the chips were, what chips fell and where they fell, and how many fell, and where did they fall, and when did they fall? Because, you know, this is Sentinels of the Multiverse, multiple areas and timelines. So that being said, this first game, I don't actually have anything immediately planned. So I'm actually going to open up to chat. I'm not going to poll chat like viewer's choice. I'm just going to ask if there's any particular game ideas that you might want to see fleshed out. And I'm going to also type this so that we don't have to deal with Twitch delay as much. There we go. What possible game ideas do you have for my first game? And anytime that you see me looking in this direction, by the way, I always feel awkward as a streamer whenever I'm like not looking at the camera, because then it's like I'm not really talking to you, I'm talking to whoever this person here. But this is where my chat is right here. This is where the game is. When you see me looking here, I'm looking at the game. When you see my eyes dart over here, I'm reading the chat. And if you see my eyes dart over here, it's because that's where my stream layout is, and that's when I see like movement and I realize that's game movement or my body movement, or I might check and see like, oh, my top of my head is hidden, so I gotta duck down, sort of thing. So Darren suggests challenge choke point versus the full termination team. That would be thematic. Hank Royd says Dark Watch, and I was considering Dark Watch, but I didn't actually have a good sort of matchup planned for that. Bolnar App says a team like Prime Wardens. An all-projectile hero team versus a villain to simulate a first-person shooter. What is an all-projectile team? Unless you just mean only do projectile things. Like, obviously, Expatriette and Bunker's guns by default do projectile damage. Legacy is capable of projectile damage, but he's also capable of melee damage. Mr. Fixer can turn damage into projectile. Obviously, Visionary can turn damage into projectile. Play a game of Magic instead of Sentinels of the Multiverse. Alright, we are going to play Magic today. That's what chat decided. Parse and Expatriette. Yeah, Parse also does projectile. Omni can do projectile, right. Alright, let's do first-person shooter, I suppose. Because that seems like an interesting idea. So Bunker and Parse and Expatriette. And do we need a fourth and or a fifth? Oh, Wraith also can do a lot of projectile damage. So I guess Wraith has to be thrown in. Not just the damage, but the theme of it. Also, if we're gonna do like projectile damage with the theme of shooting, we obviously need to go to the Silver Gulch and bring out the gunman. And is there a villain that primarily does projectile damage? Off the top of my head, I'm actually not sure. Usually these villains have a variety of damage. So I guess the next question is, who do we want to shoot the most? Who's the villain, the dastardly villain who we must shoot? Does Ambuscade do projectile on his front side? He does projectile on his front, energy on his back. But he does also have a bunch of damage dealing types through his devices. Oh yeah, Chrono-Ranger, his gun. Right. Alright, we have our 5 heroes. And then the next question that probably should be asked is what variants we should use. I always feel like I play Freedom 6 Bunker against a villain with no ongoing cards, and Termination Bunker is sort of fun. But I also sort of like Base Bunker, because it lets you play a card and still get to profit a card draw if you don't have a good power. I sort of like Dark Watch better for Expatriette, and we obviously want to avoid Price of Freedom because that's melee. So I might just use Rook City Wraith, because if we could utilize Sleuth effectively, it could be cool. La Capitan is the projectile queen. Alrighty, we'll do La Capitan. So, should we do advanced and or challenge? What do you think, chat? Matriarch because burbs. That's also a good villain. I missed that message. I just saw Bolnar App's message. She does do a lot of damage, but I guess her birds mainly do projectile, right? So actually Matriarch could be interesting. Did I do Matriarch recently? I'm not sure. I feel like I did an Ultimate Matriarch. I think I did Base Capitan, Ultimate Matriarch, and yeah. Alright, well, no one's giving any indicator on difficulty, so let's see. Advanced rule on the front, at the start of the turn, destroy a hero ongoing equipment card. Advanced on the back, the first time Capitan will be dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP. I want to do at least advanced. Challenge sort of scares me though, because advanced on her front side is going to make her flip faster, and then there will be crews at the start of the game, and crews scare me. So I'm just going to stick with advanced Capitan, alrighty? So Advanced La Capitan versus Bunker, Parse, Darkwatch, Expatriette, Rook City Wraith, and Chrono-Ranger in Silver Gulch. Let's fight. Ahoy, niños. Hand over all of your valuables or get thrown overboard. Work together, team. Think tactically and protect your teammates. Alright, so Bunker starts with ammo drop, external combustion, flat cannon, and upgrade mode. Parse starts with critical multiplier, extrasensory awareness, recompile, and updated intel. Darkwatch Expatriette starts with liquid nitrogen rounds, quick draw, RPG launcher, and unload. Rook City Wraith starts with infrared eyepiece, mega computer, razor ordnance, and throat jab. And Chrono-Ranger starts with hunter and hunted, just doing my job, and sudden contract. Alright. So La Capitan, villain, Time Corsair. Setup. At the start of the game, La Capitan enters play Time Corsair side up. La Paradaha Magnifica is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more cards under this card, La Capitan flips. Whenever a hero card is destroyed by a villain card, it is placed under this card. At the end of the villain turn, La Capitan deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 projectile damage. Advanced. At the start of the villain turn, destroy a hero ongoing or equipment card. So watch out for that. When she flips, if there are 3 or more cards underneath her, she turns into villain, split across time. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, each villain target regains X HP, where X equals the number of cards under this card. Whenever La Capitan would be dealt damage, a card from under this card is moved to the appropriate trash. If this happens, the damage is prevented. At the end of the villain turn, if there are no cards under this card, La Capitan flips. Advanced. The first time La Capitan will be dealt damage each round, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start the game and see what we have. We have La Paradaha Magnifica, Relic Timeship. At the start of the villain, or at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. At the start of the villain turn, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. And we get a motley crew. Shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards from the top until 3 crew cards are revealed. Put them into play. Put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. Play the top card of the villain deck. Not exciting when there's nothing in the trash, but that's okay. Raiding Party. 1 shot. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until 4 crew cards are revealed. Put them into play. Discard the other revealed cards. Destroy a hero ongoing or equipment card. Well, I guess we're playing challenge after all. Although it's not really challenge because it's we're not going to get crews when she flips, but we're starting with crews. Battle Forged. Crew Viking. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 5 energy damage. Whenever damage dealt by this card destroys a target, play the top card of the villain deck. And Le Piste. Crew Musketeer. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP X energy damage, where X equals the number of hero ongoing and equipment cards in play. We have Siege Breaker. Crew Cavalier. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 3 irreducible fire damage each. And we have Final Breath. Crew Ronin. Increased damage dealt by this card to targets with 10 or fewer HP by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 3 toxic damage. Lots of text. Trying to get through it fast. I like to read cards though. And then damage, extra card play. All together now. 1 shot. La Capitan deals the hero target with the highest HP X lightning damage, where X equals the number of crew cards in play plus 1. There are a lot of crews because she just pulled all of them out. If La Paradaha Magnifica is in the trash, put it into play. So this is 5 lightning damage to someone. I just guess throw it on Bunker. There's going to be a lot of damage going around, so it doesn't really matter. Battle Forged is also hitting Bunker. I guess strategically I could have chosen that wisely because he was always going to target whoever got dealt the first blow. This damage order doesn't matter. This is Bunker, and Bunker's at almost half health. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so let's see what people... said you started the long challenge of beating all ultimate villains. Ultimate Cosmic Omnitron and Ultimate Misinformation are going to be the most difficult, I predict, because their challenge modes are atrocious. I did beat Challenge Misinformation, and I don't want to play her ever again, because she got too many clues in play too fast. So there's a lot of targets here, and there's a lot of damage that's going around. And there's a lot of cards that are going to get destroyed. Thankfully, we didn't get the amazing Mabel. But I would ideally take out the ship, because the ship is going to make for extra card plays. But I also need to deal with the crew, because they're just going to be annoying. Unfortunately, Expatriette didn't start with a gun, although I guess she does have quick draw, so never mind. Parse could get set up but can't deal that much damage. Wraith could do a Razor Ordnance and that's it. And Chrono-Ranger could probably like sudden contract into a damage booster on the ship, but you would also probably want to put the ship on the bottom of her deck, although there's only 8 cards left in her deck. One of which is all together now. So we do need to be careful with that. But let's see, Bunker can do 3, Parse could do 2, Expatriette could do 2, Wraith could do 3, and Chrono-Ranger could do 2 if we don't increase his damage, which is not 15, sadly. But it's probably the best bet is to take the ship out first and slow her down, and then we can deal with the damage dealers. We could take out one of the damage dealers instead, since we're not going to be able to take out the ship. And that might also be a good call. Like, we could probably take out Battleforged, because he's doing 5 energy damage. Siegebreaker has damage reduction, and it's going to be hard to deal with, but he doesn't do as much damage as other things. Final Breath only does 3 damage. Le Piste is going to do more damage the more we play cards, but I don't know. I think it's definitely going to be Flat Cannon. I guess External Combustion would do more spread damage, but I want to focus on a single thing right now. Yeah, let's take out Battleforged, because he could take out environment targets, which can lead to extra card plays. We get a maintenance unit. Parse, I guess we could manipulate Capitan's deck, except the ship is going to shuffle the deck, so this card isn't, or this power isn't immediately useful. It will be useful eventually. Updated intel could at least help with some amount of deck manipulation, and obviously critical multiplier is the one that Parse loves to have, because she likes to discard cards. But updated intel at least has more immediate effect, so let's go with that and keep beating up Battleforged, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to be better to do that. Let me draw a quick calculation. So I can quick draw for either Prejudice or Pride. So let's get the left one out, or her right, I guess, and hit Battleforged. And get a Shock Grounds. And then Razor Ordnance to shut up Battleforged. And Wraith gets Suture Self. And Chrono-Ranger can definitely get... not that one. What is it? No Executions. This card is useful on the ship, because when that target would be destroyed, put it on the bottom of its deck instead, which means it won't be in the trash, which means that it won't be pulled back by all together now, which is exciting. We're going to no Executions the ship, and we're going to hope that we can keep that in play long enough to be able to destroy the ship. But I can now destroy Battleforged. 1 down! And Chrono-Ranger gets Ranger's Mark. Don't take guys against Challenger Ultimate Choke Point. Yeah, that's not really a good one. Explosives Wagon. Cover. Increase all damage dealt by 1. When this card is destroyed, deal each target 2 fire damage and 2 projectile damage. Oof. That's going to hurt. Alright, we do have to destroy something, because she's going to destroy something automatically. So, do we have replacements for any of these cards? We wanted to utilize updated intel, but we don't really have replacements for the others. I could destroy No Executions and bring it back by Ranger's Mark. That'd be a little boring, though. Updated intel Like, I want to keep the powers because we do want to keep damage-dealing powers out there, especially since the other heroes lack other damage-dealing powers at the moment. Updated intel we put into play to use it. No executions can at least be brought back. So despite the fact that I just put it into play, I'm going to destroy it immediately. Oh. Well, I guess we're not going to no executions the ship because it's underneath Capitan. Should have remembered that part. Let's see, who's considered at the highest. This is increased by 1. Let's hit Parse because she's not taken a blow yet. Captain's orders. Ongoing. At the end of the villain turn, the villain target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the lowest HP 4 melee damage. That sounds a lot like the card we just destroyed, which is Battleforged. Except it's an ongoing card. So we're probably going to have to get rid of that. Since Capitan's going to play another card, we can at least try to control it, and we got the amazing Mabel, which we certainly don't want to have on the top of the deck. Instead, we're getting Temporal Thief. One shot. Put the top card of each hero deck under La Capitan's villain character card. La Capitan deals each hero target 1 psychic damage. Oof. Well, I don't really want to manipulate a hero deck right now because those cards are going to be put underneath Capitan, and we already know the bottom of La Capitan. So the only deck that makes sense is Silver Gulch. And we have Lost in the Past. I mean, it's too early for that. Let's leave it on the bottom. Let's see. Alright, yeah, doesn't really matter the order. We have Maintenance Unit, Buffer Overflow, Liquid Nitrogen Round, Stun Bolt, and Temporal Grenade. Alright, those aren't too bad. But we are taking a lot of damage. And she's going to be flipping, which means she's going to be regaining HP, so we need to be careful with damage dealing. Oh, poor Bunker. Poor Bunker, almost dead, and we're only on turn 2. This might be a fast match. Let's see. If I external combust, I can deal myself 3 fire and deal each non-hero target 4 fire because of Explosives Wagon. Little dangerous with the Explosives Wagon out there taking damage, but we can at least do a bunch of damage to the ship. As well as the other targets. And I mean, it's basically Bunker's last stand. Capitan does not deal damage on her flip side, but obviously the other crews will still do damage, and we'll need to deal with Captain's orders, which we do have an RPG launcher for. So, sorry Bunker, but you're gonna have to take one for the team, buddy. And currently, everything is going to be regaining 6 HP on the villain side, so unless we can do more than 6 damage, there's not really much point in hitting most things, including Capitan, but the ship we can at least try to get rid of. We draw turret mode. And Parse. So, if I sacrifice my damage dealing power, I can manipulate her deck, which will help filter out the cards that can bring the ship back. As long as we can destroy the ship, in which case we won't have to deal with the deck shuffling, which seems wise. Yeah, I think we're going to do that because especially with the Explosives Wagon out there, we are more capable of dealing damage. Alright, all together now is the card that we certainly want to discard because that puts La Paradoja Magnifica back. And then True Shot does a lot of damage and regains a lot of HP on her own. But Plunder destroys a bunch of cards and provides for more HP recovery. So unless we can destroy a lot of crews, we don't really want to leave Plunder out. But I don't think we have much spread damage at the moment. I could probably put out shock rounds and do 2 lightning damage to each non-hero target, but I think most likely, True Shot is the true play. And let's not shuffle the deck. Let's draw a quick calculation and move on. What's the, where are me? What's up? Is the stream down? Okay, you're just joking. All right. I thought the stream might have been down. You scared me. Oh no, where did you go? Let's see. I think RPG launched Captain's Orders. This gets rid of damage that can potentially destroy Bunker, although it's likely he's gonna perish anyway. But we can at least get rid of Captain's Orders. That will save some damage dealing. And if I hit the ship, then Wraith could take it out, and I can kill the Beast. And Wraith is taking care of the ship, so I can aim this on Final Breath, who would also kill Bunker. Expat gets a reload. Alrighty. So, I can perhaps save us from the environment by using Mega Computer. So if the explosives wagon does blow up, it's now doing 1 fewer point of damage. Actually, 2 fewer points of damage because it's now 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 3. That can save the heroes. And Wraith gets Suture Self. Alright, so I don't need to get Sudden Contract back. I can just do my job and get rid of a Bunker card, because he's likely to perish. Obviously, Parse would like to have a critical multiplier out, but I don't want to play Hunter and Hunted right away. I guess I could, and just be risky. We don't have any bounties out, though, so I guess that doesn't have any negative effect. But I would like to be able to take out Final Breath, which I can do if I use the 1 projectile damage. So let's just do my job. And Bunker's not really going to last long enough to be able to profit from upgrade mode. Quick calculation is good for getting a bunch of Parse cards back, but recompile and critical multiplier is a good combo. Might as well discard an ammo because I could reload it to get it back. So let's ditch liquid nitrogen rounds. Suture Self, we have 2 of those. And let's lose another my job because I'll get 5 cards like Terrible Tech Strike, Sudden Contract, the Masada, Terrible Tech Strike, and Displaced Armory. Great. I can get my hat. I like hats. Alrighty. Dead or alive? And now what's the environment gonna do? Stout Barrel. Cover. When a gunman card would be dealt damage, redirect that damage to this card. At the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Alright, so we're getting another card. Like Water Trough. Cover. Reduce fire damage dealt to gunman cards by 2. Increase all lightning damage by 1. Alrighty. So the card play is, oh my gosh, True Shot! Crew, Amazon. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 projectile damage. Whenever hero card is played, this card regains 4 HP. And we still know what's on the bottom of Capitan's deck, but I could put like a crew on top and then discard it, but Let's at least manipulate Silver Gulch with this, because we have a... Oh yeah, we already knew it was lost in the past. Alrighty, Actually, if I combo updated Intel with Lost in the Past, I could keep cycling the same environment card over and over again. Because Lost in the Past will put the top card of the environment trash on the bottom of the environment deck, and then Parse puts it on top of the environment deck, which then makes it get played, so as long as we destroy it in between then, we can cycle the same card repeatedly. The problem is I don't know what card it is. Well, we could like destroy Water Trough and keep having Water Trough come back into play, which would be pretty boring. But we'd have to keep destroying Water Trough is the flaw of that plan. We could put Stout Barrel back into play, but that's going to play another card. So let's just wait on this until we know what card we'd like to have come back repeatedly. Yeah, shock rounds would hit the barrel. Or the wagon. The explosives wagon. It's not the explosives barrel. It's the stout barrel and the explosives wagon. Not the explosives barrel and the stout wagon. These are key differences. Let's throw this on Chrono-Ranger because he could regain HP. And we have a second choice. Let's throw this on Parse because she has a higher percentage of HP. I don't know. And then True Shot's gonna hit Expatriette, so it didn't really matter too much, although Expat took more damage. Alright, so we do have to hit La Capitan 6 times in order to get her to flip. And ideally we would probably take out the cruise. It's going to be hard to take out True Shot, but we could perhaps take out Siegebreaker. He is doing a lot of damage with the explosives wagon. Alright, everything makes sense now. Hankroyd didn't see stream. Welcome to the stream, Hankroyd, where we play strategic Sentinels of the Multiverse. And now all my chat messages make more sense. Actually, all the chat messages make more sense. Can I get away with maintenance unit? Well, yeah, I'm gonna play it. Now the question is, can I get away with using maintenance unit instead of flat cannon? I mean, Bunker's probably not going to survive the environment turn still, so let's go ahead and use this. Parse is probably going to play a card, right? Or rather, yeah. So we don't want to hit True Shot. I think we just need to hit Capitan. And let's get... this should be the bounty I lost. Nope, it's Temporal Grenade. Alright, order is different. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get Critical Multiplier out, because now I have it. And then you have it. And then let's make sure she doesn't do something silly. Like, we still need to discard Altogether now. And now, both copies of Altogether now are in the trash, so now the ship's not coming back. So since we've done that, what cards... We have Plunder and we have Captain's Orders, and Captain's Orders is going to kill Bunker. So would we rather save Bunker by destroying X Hero Ongoing and/or Equipment cards? Well, if I destroy Siegebreaker, Plunder would do 1 fewer destruction, but it would provide HP recovery. But I mean, everything on their side's at max HP anyway, so I guess this is a little safer. Try to keep Bunker alive for as much as possible. Buffer Overflow is drawn. That's good. So right, shock rounds would hit the explosives wagon, but it would also hit Capitan twice. Well, if I used power on Capitan, it would hit Capitan twice. Oh, also, the Water Trough is increasing shock rounds damage, so the shock rounds, while dangerous, could be cool. So I'm going to do it, because it's cool. And... let's see, if I hit True Shot, she's going to be down to 3. So could I get away with not playing a card with Wraith and destroying True Shot? That's tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's destroy True Shot. So we're gonna get a card back. Let's try to get that bounty back now. There it is. I generally prefer to have bounties in my trash if they're not in my hand or my deck. Actually, I prefer them to be in my deck or trash versus my hand, because then I could do more damage by playing one-shots that get those bounties. Assault Rifle. And so if I don't play a card, I can destroy True Shot. So I think I can manage. We're gonna have to deal with the Stout Barrel most likely, but that's okay. Mega Computer. All right, let's get my hat. I want my hat. My hat is a good card. And I'm not going to be able to destroy Siegebreaker with Chrono. But I could destroy Stout Barrel, so I can do that. And then I think I want Dead or Alive because this will provide HP recovery. So let's put that on La Capitan because I don't need the card draw from that. And we'll hit Capitan to try to get a card back. Bunker. Well, yeah, Bunker's probably going to die, so we're not going to do Bunker's card, but we'll do Wraith, I guess. And we draw Ranger's Mark. Alright. Temporal Event. When this card enters play, reveal the cards from the top of the environment deck until a time portal card is revealed. Put it into play, shuffle the other revealed cards back into the environment deck, then destroy this card. Well, it's not going to be Lost and Past because that's on the bottom, so we're going to get Sustain the Portal. Time Portal. When this card enters play, one player may discard one card. If they do, discard the top card of the environment deck. At the end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 energy damage and destroy this card. Bad news, Bunker is dead. Good news, this is gonna hit Capitan. Bad news, it's gonna destroy the explosives wagon. Good news, it's gonna hit Capitan. Alright, so Bunker's dead no matter how you slice it, so let's kill him first. Sorry, Bunker. But now, Capitan is dealt damage. Actually, no, hold on. I don't want to do it that way. Because, remember the advanced rule. The first time Capitan will be dealt damage each round, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP. I need to make sure that redirect does not happen. So I was going to like have Capitan take a point of damage by not having to put Bunker's card out, because once Bunker is incapacitated, all of his cards, including the ones underneath La Capitan, are removed from the game, which would remove a card from La Capitan, but then we would have a damage redirecting to a hero target, so that's not good. Let's do more damage to Siegebreaker, I suppose. And then we'll destroy the explosives wagon to minimize the damage to the heroes. Yeah, and then Capitan first. And there we go. Now we're not redirecting any damage at all, but now Bunker's dead. Sorry, Bunks. Alright, so let's just get past this mayhem. This is quite the explosive game we have going on here. And of course he hits himself and hits the water trough. Water trough is destroyed as well. Sustain the portals, finishing. Now it's only 1 point of damage to the heroes. And there we go. So we're now going to destroy 2 hero ongoing or equipment cards. We could keep playing Sustain the Portal with the trick that I mentioned earlier, but I don't think we want to do that, do we? And we know the bottom of Capitan's deck, so we don't want to play that. But when it comes to these other heroes, who would we prefer? Let's try to see what Expat has. We have hollow points. I think she still wants more guns. Oh, we have the assault rifle at least, which is good. Yeah, we'll put it on the top, because then we can combo that with the assault rifle. And since we have the assault rifle, we don't need prejudice as much. And I would like to keep all of these cards, but something has to go. We have another mega computer in my hand, so I can lose one. He's not dead, just incapacitated. True story. Alright. So we've dealt with most of the crews. Alright, incapacitated Bunker. One player may play a card, select a hero, reduce the next damage dealt to that hero by 2, put a card from a player's trash into their hand. That last one seems pretty good. Playing extra cards also is good, but we can get any card from a trash into a hand, like Buffer We We can get, you know, obviously like things like Prejudice back easily. Stun Bolt, which can help a little bit. We don't have a means of doing multiple powers just yet, though. And Chrono-Ranger could get Sudden Contract and could then get both by any means an ultimate target on Capitan and then be able to do lots of damage to Capitan. Throat Jab is a good idea at some point, but I don't need to play that right now. In fact, I should not play that right now because this would expire before Capitan's turn. So if I'm going to play that, I should wait, but I think getting more bounties for Chrono-Ranger is best, and I am surprised that it's showing all of the cards. So this is like a tabletop nightmare. All of these cards, they're out of order. Sudden Contract, please. Okay. So let's put Buffer Overflow out, although we're still going to try to control her deck. So let's see. Captain's Orders, Maria Elena's Revenge, and Battleforged. These are all pretty bad. Battleforged is going to keep going. It could go after environment cards, but currently it's going to go after like hero targets. So we don't really want that. Maria Elena's Revenge is awful. Captain's Orders is going to do basically Battleforged damage, but it's ongoing. And we don't have as much ongoing destruction as we used to, although I guess we could cycle the ongoing destruction cards back into our hands. So I think I'm gonna ditch Battleforged, keep Cruz out of the game, and let's put Maria Elena on top and be careful with it. Parse gets Reveal the Flaws. All right, so I have to get a gun out, so I can do this at least. Siegebreaker is going to be annoying to deal with, but hollow points. So let's see. Siegebreaker is going to do 3 irreducible fire to 2 targets. Capitan does 4 damage to 1 target. So Siegebreaker does more damage. So let's shut him up. Now I don't have to worry about him doing damage. And then he's already throat jabbed. He can't do anything right now. We'll deal with him next turn. Alright, keep that card in play. Got a hit point. Yay! So let's get the damage dealers out there. Yay! Now this game should go better. Hopefully. Hopefully. Because now Chrono-Ranger's damage to Capitan's increased by 2. So we've gotten her down to 62 in 3 rounds. Chrono-Ranger gets a bounty board. I don't really like bounty board as much as I like the other one, Prickly Cactus. Cover. Whenever a non-environment target deals melee damage to an environment card, this card deals that target 2 melee damage. And then we're destroying 1. So one of these are going to go. We haven't really been able to utilize Critical Multiplier, and honestly, I could recompile and abuse it, but I think I might not be using it right away. I'm going to be using Quick Calculation instead. So as much fun as Critical Multiplier is, it's not really one that I need right now. Obviously there's Revenge. If I discard it, but then this doesn't help us though. Because the other card was also bad. So no, we're just gonna leave it out there. Expat. Gun! Good. Good and good. Expat could take the damage, I guess. Chrono-Ranger me is a power? No way! Alright. So I could keep getting Throat Jab into Wraith's hand. which could be cool. Stop Capitan from dealing damage perpetually. Would also make Maria Elena's Revenge inert, since we don't have a means of dealing with that right now. So I think that's what we want. Alright. If I reveal the flaws, I could destroy Siegebreaker more easily. Especially since I wasn't really planning on throat jabbing him this turn. So yeah, I think reveal the flaws. And then manipulate the villain deck again. Walk the Plank is good with throat jab. That's the card we want to play, because she loses a turn. Chip is okay. Captain's Orders does damage to the lowest. I like to keep the lowest damage dealers out of the way. Seems a good idea. Alright, between the lines. Alright. So we're going to stop Capitan from dealing damage, and I'll certainly be able to destroy Siegebreaker between Assault Rifle and Razor Ordnance. So I don't need to get an ammo card. I could get like shock rounds into play. I don't need hollow points. It would just do 2 extra points of damage to La Capitan. I mean, I guess I could just do hollow points for more damage. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really have a better option right now. You can also destroy the Prickly Cactus. Might as well. Because that will cover the gunman. Here's the shotgun. Okay, so you were gonna throat jab Capitan, which is wise. And now I don't need to use the Razor Ordnance on Siegebreaker. I just need to make sure that Chrono-Ranger does 1 point to Chrono-Ranger, or to Siegebreaker at some point. So don't destroy those. So it would be risky to get Hunter and Hunted out. Except we know that Capitan's gonna play a card that doesn't do much. It's not gonna do anything. She can't deal damage. The only thing that could happen is the environment plays a card that would damage Chrono-Ranger, which is limited to Cyrus Hayes, Matthew Hayes, Tyler Hayes, and Sustain the Portal. Tyler Hayes would not be damaging... I guess if we destroy Siegebreaker, though, it would still not be damaging Chrono-Ranger. Matthew Hayes would not be damaging Chrono-Ranger. Tyler Hayes would be for 5 projectile damage. And Sustain the Portal for 4. Because there are 3 bounties in play. I could get 1 more if I put no executions out there. But no, Chrono-Ranger should be safe. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is the just unleash all hell on Capitan. Oh. Except that no executions goes on Siegebreaker, which is not where I want it, so we're gonna undo that. Hunter and Hunted. So that's fine, I don't need that. So what do I want to do instead? Anything? Bounty board? Terrible Tech Strike? Terrible Tech Strike, that does more damage. I'm gonna do 7 damage with the hero that can't do much damage, and then I'm gonna do 6 damage, which is even less damage. Yeah, all the gunmen are from the Hayes family. They're Hayes brothers. Alright, so we should be good, as long as the environment doesn't do something silly, which it can't. Sudden Contract. And then Cyrus Hayes. Gunman. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1 for each cover card in play. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 2 non-environment targets with the lowest HP 3 projectile damage each. I forgot to take out Siegebreaker, but that's good because Cyrus Hayes will take him out for me, which is great. Yay! And now Capitan plays a card that deals damage. Oh yeah, destroy something first. Reveal the flaws is done, so that's okay. it's gonna destroy itself anyway. Walk the plank. One shot. La Capitan deals the hero character card with the highest HP, 3 projectile damage. A hero dealt damage this way cannot use powers until the start of the villain turn. But she can't deal damage. I don't think this matters at all. Does a hero have a card that can draw a card? Like Wraith does, but I don't think it really matters. No, what? Oh yeah, we do want Impromptu Invention on top. That is a card we want. And there we go. Can we win the game? I have no idea. We're gonna have Chrono-Ranger play a sudden contract and get either one of these out. Let's play this on Capitan. And oh my gosh, now Hunter and Hunted is doing +4. And then between the lines, Chrono-Ranger may use a power like Quick Shot, doing another 7 damage. Such a terrible hero, can't do damage at all. Parse is gonna do damage for the first time in a long time. Parse draws Snap Decision. Expat doesn't really have much to do. This is her best play, I believe. Expat gets Submachine Gun. And I guess Wraith is just gonna regain hit points because that's the most productive she could be. She's down to 2 HP. Can I survive? I have no idea. Let's Ranger's Mark. And then 8 damage. Oh boy. Hunter and Hunted is a really powerful card. Really risky, but really powerful when used properly. And we won! That was pretty fun. Pretty scary at the very start. And poor Bunker didn't survive long enough, but his incapacitated ability helped keep the rest of the team alive. But pretty good. Lots of shooting. And of course, Chrono-Ranger got beefed up on steroids in the middle of that game and did what Chrono-Ranger is best at, which is doing damage, ironically. But we've defeated Advanced La Capitan, which is good. I mean, it's not that I don't like La Capitan, but I'm fearful of La Capitan because the first time that I played against her, she overwhelmed the board with crew, and I couldn't do anything, and I died quickly. And then the second time I played against her, I know that I basically only targeted her, and I won that way because all of her crew and targets in general have a lot of hit points. Like, Grand Warlord Boss's targets, or all of his minions, have 3 HP each, but all of La Capitan's crews have like 6, 8, 10, 12 HP, as well as damage reduction sometimes. It's obnoxious when they get a bunch of crew out that you can't deal with, especially if you lack spread damage. But I think I played that pretty well, obviously, because I won. But now it's time for Viewer's Choice. This is where we'd have like special on-screen effects where like text comes in and it's like, Viewer's Choice. I dropped my bottle of pop. All right. So for the people who are in chat, I don't actually know how many people are in chat. I'm gonna open up the viewer list. We have at least a teenager's worth. Or baker's dozen, I guess is the proper word. We have at least 13 viewers. And another lit down, who is a moderator. So we have at least 10 people here, which is good. But viewer's choice, the way that viewer's choice works is that I type a question into chat. After that question is asked, the first 2 answers, or the first answer that gets 2 votes, or whatever, the first answer that's repeated twice, or something, whatever terminology makes the most sense, is what I go with. We're going to be determining solo versus classic villains, as well as which villain or villains based on the match. We're going to be determining the number of heroes, 3, 4, or 5, as well as which heroes, and we're also going to determine the environment. And because this is all at the whim of the chat, you know, you have to make sure you get your votes in quick and early. So, first question, solo or team villain? 3 votes for Solo. So Solo wins. So we're playing a single villain. Which one? One vote Kaargra. 1 vote Infinitor. 2 votes Kaargra. We're playing against Kaargra. Alright. Standard, Advanced, Challenge, or Ultimate? One vote Advanced. What is her challenge mode again? Challenge, Illustrious Bloodsworn. Whenever a gladiator card enters play, the top card of the title deck is revealed and put under that gladiator card with the effects still visible. 2 votes Advanced, so we're doing Advanced Kaargra Warfang. Alright. Where did Kaargra Warfang appear? Atlantis. Time Cataclysm. Bolner's probably thinking about which one. The block, okay, he's throwing his vote third way. Platform, we have 4 votes. Who's gonna be the tiebreaker? There's like 13 people in chat, right? So there should be at least 9 more people capable of voting. If there is no new vote, then I'm gonna pick one of these of my own. I'll wait until we get to the end of this very fortunately long sentence containing many words that might not seemingly be related to each other, and it is quite a run-on sentence, as you can tell by the fact that now the subject matter of the sentence has changed. And you might be wondering why I'm continuing to run on this sentence, but you might realize soon that I'm trying to make this sentence last as long as I can so that we can get a proper vote. Alright, Bolner switched his vote to Atlantis, so I guess it's Ruins of Atlantis. But he just likes Char versus Kaargra. I was gonna vote for Time Cataclysm if we ran out of time. Although who can say, was that sentence ever gonna end? No one will ever know because we got the new vote. Alright, so how many heroes are fighting? 3, 4, or 5? And because of the pigeonhole principle, by the time we get the 4th vote, we have enough votes, and we already got it with 2 votes, so it's 4 heroes. So hero 1. 1 vote K.N.Y.F.E. 1 vote Captain Cosmic. 2 votes K.N.Y.F.E. So, base or rogue agent? That's the one. Which variant? K.N.Y.F.E. deals 1 target 2 energy damage, or this button, reveal the bottom card of a deck. Either put it into play or discard it. 2 votes rogue agent. We're doing rogue agent to K.N.Y.F.E. Alright. 2nd hero. Three votes Captain Cosmic. One vote Prime Wardens, 2 votes Prime Wardens. All right, Haka. Haka. Said a little more forcefully. We have 3 variants. Base powers. Haka deals 1 target 2 melee damage. Draw a card. You may discard a card with Haka in the title. If you do, draw 2 cards. play a card. If that card is Haka in the title, select a target to gain the benefit of your discarding. 2 votes Eternal. Alright, and the last hero. This is a very variant-heavy game. Night Mist. Legacy. Legs. I said youngest, but I think it's Young Legacy or Newest Legacy, and I said youngest yet. This is the youngest legacy! Alright, America's newest legacy. Alright. So we have Advanced Kaargra Warfang against K.N.Y.F Rogue Agent, Prime Wardens Captain Cosmic, the Eternal Haka, and America's newest legacy in Ruins of Atlantis. The viewer's choice game begins. Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. I don't even know what this is saying. Hodger wisht, you're a long time deed. Okay. This is actually the first time that I've led with Rogue Agent K.N.Y.F, and I don't even know what that flavor text is even trying to say, which is cool. Alright, Rogue Agent K.N.Y.F has Battlefield Experience, Infiltrate and Obfuscate, Overcharged Null Shield, and Wrecking Uppercut. Prime Wardens Captain Cosmic has Conservation of Energy, Cosmic Weapon, Potent Disruption, and Wounding Buffer. Eternal Haka has Haka of Restoration, Mare, Punish the Weak, and Taiaha. And America's newest legacy has 2 bolster allies, a Fortitude and Heroic Interception. I wasn't actually that far off. Oh, is it Hold Your Wish, is what she was saying. I was trying to figure out even what these words were, and apparently they're like probably Scottish idioms, which is why I wouldn't understand them at all. Is it Scottish that she is? I don't remember. Kaargra Warfang, Villain, Bloodsworn Master. Setup. At the start of the game, Kaargra Warfang enters play Bloodsworn Master side up. The Bloodsworn Coliseum card, Crowd's Favor card, and Title deck are put into the play area. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 1 Gladiator card is revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are returned to the villain deck, which is shuffled. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are no Gladiator cards in play, Kaargra Warfang flips. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. Advanced. Wow, that was rude. Advanced. At the end of the villain turn, 2 tokens are added to the Bloodsworn Favor pool. On her flip side, she's Villain, Eager Combatant. Gameplay. When flipped to the side, Kaargra Warfang's maximum HP is 40. Kaargra Warfang is restored to 40 HP. The heroes cannot win the game. When Kaargra Warfang will be destroyed, any title cards under her character card are destroyed and she flips instead. At the end of the villain turn, Kaargra Warfang deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 melee damage, and the hero target with the second highest HP 3 melee damage. Then, the top card of the villain deck is played. Advanced. At the end of the villain turn, the top 2 cards of the title deck are revealed and put under Kaargra Warfang's character card with their effects still visible. Alright, then we have the Bloodsworn Coliseum. Play the top card of the title deck whenever any of these things occur, the start of the villain turn, or whenever a target is destroyed. Whenever a title card is discarded or destroyed, shuffle it into the title deck. Whenever a target leaves play, move any title cards not under a target back to this area. This card and the Crowd's Favor card are indestructible. This card, the Crowd's Favor card, and title cards are not hero, villain, or environment cards. And then lastly, Crowd's Favor. Put 1 token in the hero favor pool when any of these things occur. A hero target deals 2 or more damage at once to multiple non-hero targets in a single turn. A hero target deals a non-hero target 4 or more damage at once. A hero target destroys a non-hero target, or a hero target gains a title card. If the hero favor pool ever has 20 tokens in it, the heroes win, unless they can't win, in which case you need to lose the not win condition. Put 1 token in the Bloodsworn Favor pool when any of these things occur. A villain target deals 2 or more damage at once to multiple non-villain targets in a single turn. A villain target deals a non-villain target 4 or more damage at once. A villain target destroys a non-villain target. A villain target gains a title card. If the Bloodsworn Favor pool ever has 20 tokens in it, the heroes lose. So, on advance, On her front side, she gets 2 tokens for free on the start of each turn. On her flip side, she gets 2 title cards for free, which in turn add 2 tokens. So they're just going to keep steadily gaining favor over the course of this game. So this game is made harder by the fact that they can win faster. Of course. Let's see. It's Scottish, although the arguments over that whether that's a real language or not could go on forever. If people speak it, it's a real language. It's hard to get past that practical definition, except as a point of ideology. Yes. Alrighty. So the first gladiator is Ashclaw Revelous. Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 2 fire damage. A target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. And then we get the title, because the start of the villain turn, the living weapon. When a hero destroys a target using their innate power, put this card under that hero character card, covering everything above this line. The living weapon. Increased damage dealt by this hero's innate power by 2. The only hero who can do that is Legacy, so that's something for her. Fickle Fans. 1 shot. Move 4 tokens from the favor pool with the most tokens to the favor pool with the fewest tokens. If both pools have the same number of tokens, each target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Alrighty, so Fickle Fans is actually useful in this game if you utilize it correctly, because it could get us favor. It's also terrible when you don't use it properly, because you could lose favor. Bloodsworn Judgment. 1 shot. Each player destroys 1 of their ongoing or equipment cards. Flip the top card of the title deck and put it under the villain target with the highest HP, with the title effects still visible. If there are no villain targets in play, discard it. Alright. So Ashclaw is getting Chaos Lord. I don't need to read the title text, because the first time this target is dealt damage each turn, play the bottom card of their deck. Oh man, that's terrible. Plus, he's the only villain target out there, which is terrible. So, I mean, I guess I could hit Ashclaw just to get a new gladiator out there, but it seems awful. But maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Well, K.N.Y.F.E Rogue Agent's base power isn't a damage dealer, but it is a means of getting lots of cards into play, which is useful with K.N.Y.F.E, useful with Captain Cosmic, useful with any of these heroes, useful for discarding villain cards if we knew what they were, useful for controlling the environment. It's basically Omnitron-X's base power, except on the bottom card of the deck. We could also do it on like on the Bloodsworn Coliseum on the title deck. We can get an extra title into play. And if Kaargra Warfang flips, she could get lots of titles as long as the title deck is still in play. So I might want to get lots of titles out there as fast as I can, just so that the title deck is exhausted. Overcharged Null Shield probably seems useful, because that will... Oh, Infiltration Obfuscate is also going to be useful, potentially. But I think Overcharged Null Shield, because at least will reduce Ashclaw Revelous's damage. Also, who did he hit? He hit Captain Cosmic. Captain Cosmic can't deal damage, oh no! So yeah, let's use the title deck. And the best part of this is that no matter what this title is, it's going to enter play. Because if I put it in the trash, it goes into play instead. Or no, wait, never mind. Oh, whenever it's discarded, shuffle it into the title. So it's not... okay, never mind. It's not the same effect. After the target is dealt 6 or more damage in 1 turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line, the Unbreakable. If this target would be reduced to 0 or fewer HP, it instead regains 6 HP and destroys this card. So let's put that in play, because we're not really planning on damaging Revelos right now. Alrighty. This deals damage to a hero target. So if I put a construct out, Ashclaw Revelos will go after it, which is good and bad, because he could destroy the construct. And if he destroys the construct, the villains get a favor point, but then the Bloodsworn Coliseum, or the title deck, I keep saying Bloodsworn Coliseum, It's the title deck plays a card. So it is useful to get something out there, I suppose. I don't plan on really doing damage right now, though. I think. I mean, I could do like a single attempt at damage try to get another gladiator out, but I don't want to keep getting extra card plays. So I think... Does Legacy have... No. She doesn't. I could put the Cosmic Weapon on Legacy so that if she gets the Legacy ring, she can at least use her base power twice, basically. Might as well use Absorption. Unflagging animation! Alright. So Eternal Haka's base power could discard the Haka of Restoration to get lots of cards. So I'm probably going to use that. I'll put Punish the Weak out there. Because that combos well with Rampage if he gets it. At least. Savage Mana. You don't really want to put Gladiators under Savage Mana. You could, but then Kaargra Warfang would basically be permanently on her front side. Or back side. Enduring Intercession, Vitality Surge, and Rampage. There we go. Alright. I could bolster allies, but I think I want to put a Fortitude out there. And then you have it. And I don't want to deal damage. Draw Heroic Interception. Mystical Defenses. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 2 energy damage. Good news, that's gonna hit Ashclaw Revelos. Bad news, that's gonna hit Ashclaw Revelos. Bloodsworn Judgment. Which we already saw. So we're losing a lot of our cards. We're losing every card that we played this turn. Stonejaw. When a target enters play, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Reduce damage dealt to this target by 1. So Ashclaw Revelos now has damage reduction. Oh yeah, Cosmic Weapon on K.N.Y.F. works well, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to die anyway. When a target deals itself 3 or more damage in 1 turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Reckless. The first time this target is dealt damage each turn, this target regains 1 HP. Edessa the Adroit. Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 1 energy damage. If multiple hero targets are dealt damage this way, add 3 tokens to the Bloodsworn favor pool. And get back in there. One shot. Reveal or shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards from the top until 2 gladiator cards are revealed. Put them into play. Put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. Then, if Kaargra Warfang is not a target, flip her character card. So here she comes, and she's gonna get titles. Oh, and we're also gonna play another card. Or I'm Hive-Minded. Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. Then add 1 token to the Bloodsworn favor pool for each environment card in play. This could be a very short game. So we're revealing these 2 cards. Death Caller. Whenever this target reduces another target to 3 or fewer HP, destroy that target. And the Indiscriminate. Increase damage dealt by this target by 1. Oh boy. We're getting the Mindbreaker. When a target is dealt damage by 4 different sources in 1 round, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. The Mindbreaker. The first time this target is dealt damage each turn, this target deals each target 1 psychic damage. Do I want to shuffle it into my deck? I might as well. Because then I could do something. Nothing really seems too useful, though. I'll just draw a card. Unflagging animation. They're at 13. We're at 0. That's annoying. I don't really know what to do. How many cards are left in the title deck? 2. I can get one of them into play so that Kaargra doesn't get it. So I'll just put Battlefield Experience out there, and then you have it. And then I can infiltrate the title deck. And let's get Champion out there. When a target destroys 3 targets in one turn, put this card under that target, covering everything above this line. Damage dealt by this target is irreducible. Okay, now I should probably do something. Well, I don't even know what I can do. None of these have immediate effects. There's no constructs in my trash. There's no constructs in play. There are no constructs in play. So I might as well put Wounding Buffer out there. I'll just throw it on Legacy. And then Autonomous Blade. Well, a Rampage right now would get me a lot of favor points. Would I get any titles? One of them would potentially... No, I guess never mind, because Rampage wouldn't actually do that. No, Rampage would not destroy 3 or more things. Yeah. I need to get favor points somehow. This is gonna play another card, though. Impassable Andolin, Gladiator. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero character card with the most cards in play 2 melee damage. That one's rather boring compared with these other exciting ones. Of course, Wounding Buffer's gonna go off, but eh. Haka has HP. And we shall draw a Dominion. And a Rampage, so I can do that again. If I'm dealt 3 damage in one turn, if I deal myself 3 damage in one turn, wasn't there one for that? Yes, so Heroic Interception will do that. I have a title! Oh, I also have Mindbreaker. And I dealt myself damage, so then, Wounding Buffer was not really a good plan, I guess, after all, but whatever. I also got Mindbreaker because I was dealt damage by 4 different sources. And now I'm gonna do 1 damage to each target. So, Ashclaw Revelos, has damage reduction, so it won't actually be dealt damage. That's exciting. Now I get Unbreakable because I was dealt 6 damage in one turn. Wow! That was like 3 titles in 1 card play. So do I have to be careful now with this? Because I have not destroyed anything and I can't destroy anything. But I could get Edessa destroyed with Mystical Defenses. So that seems wise. So that was an exciting turn, actually. Surprisingly so. Leaking Room. Players cannot play hero cards. Increase all lightning damage by 2. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Because this isn't really a card game, right? Let's take out Edessa. So we get the Seeker. When a target damages another target that has a damage-reducing effect, put this card under that target that dealt damage, covering everything above this line. The Seeker. When this card deals damage to a target, increase the next damage dealt to that target by 2. So now I want to hit Legacy because of that. Because I don't want Legacy to get a damage boost to herself. You know, the combination of Mindbreaker and the other one, she regains 1 HP and then deals herself 1 damage, so... And then the Wounding Buffer goes off. Wounding Buffer was a terrible play. Remind me not to do that ever again. Alright, now let's hit the Impassable Andolin. Because now Mystical Defenses will do more damage to things, or rather not directly, but will increase the next damage dealt to these targets. Fickle Fans is now going to give us tokens. Yay, we're at 14. Things are looking up, trust me. We can't play cards, but things are looking up. Soulslayer Parith, Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 infernal damage. Whenever a target is destroyed by this card deals each non-villain target 2 infernal damage. Damage. Card play. Dimkarn the Fearless, Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 hero targets with highest HP 3 lightning damage each. Whenever this card is dealt damage, this card becomes immune to damage for the rest of the current turn. Alright. Not Legacy. Or Legacy. I could hit Legacy and then we get another thing, but I don't want that, I think. So we need 6 more favor points and we need to destroy Kaargra Warfang, and we can't play cards. And we don't have environment destruction in this team, so we have to leave Leaking Room in play. But I could put a card into play. I could also do 2 and 2 damage. But that would let me draw a card and not play a card, so I'm going to do this instead. Now, who would profit the most from this? Also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to destroy Wounding Buffer on Captain Cosmic's turn because I need to stop that Wounding Buffer action from happening. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it like at this point, unless I look at Captain Cosmic's deck. Let's hope that we get a card destruction thing, and we did not. Well, let's put Autonomous Blade on Legacy because every time she's dealt damage, Autonomous Blade will go off. For the greater good. Hello, Mojo Gamer VGB. Yeah, it didn't get Indiscriminate. Where's Indiscriminate? Who has Indiscriminate? Kaargra has Indiscriminate. Oh, right, I can't play a card. Okay, never mind. I can at least absorb. Although I don't think... Well... Can't play a card. Let's go ahead and do this instead. Vitality Surge. No Haka cards. Haka of Battle. Can't play Heroic Interception this time. So I guess actually this is a pretty dangerous turn. The environment will destroy Aurum Hiveminded. Actually, the mystical defenses are going to be awful. Although, if I hit the mystical defenses... Actually, if I destroy Aurum Hiveminded, I get the living weapon. So I'll do that, so that I have something. I get the living weapon, and then Autonomous Blade goes off. I don't think... I think I'm just going to aim this on Kaargra to use up the +2. Flying Smash. Phosphorescent Chamber. Increase all damage dealt by 1. Increase all HP recovery by 1. At the end of the environment turn, each player must discard a card. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. Alright, so this is going to be awful. It's going to be pretty awful. Let's hit, like, all the villain things first, except for Ashclaw. And what was this one again? Destroy 3 targets in 1 turn. Oh yeah, so my Mindbreaker doubled and my Autonomous Blade is going to do slightly more damage. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take out the mystical defenses if I do that. Wounding buffer is going to get destroyed, which could let Cosmic play a card. It's not going to be any better than... So, like, if I could somehow take out mystical defenses, could potentially save us from all this extra damage that's going our way, but... So... Mindbreaker is going to do 2 psychic damage. 2 lots of things. So Legacy is also going to destroy things. Wounding buffer versus Mindbreaker. I think if Mindbreaker hits Legacy, then Wounding buffer hits Legacy. Like, as soon as Legacy hits Legacy, Wounding buffer goes off. So I think we need to somehow, like, destroy some of these things, but not all of these things. If I destroy Wounding buffer, then Cosmic could play... I don't want to play Potent Disruption, because... I guess I could, because then this would do 4 + 1 + 1, which would take out Mystical Defenses. That's probably the best bet. I lose the Autonomous Blade, but I mean, if Mindbreaker goes off, well, I could. It'd be risky, but if I hit Legacy with the mystical defenses, then she takes out the wounding buffer. We'll have a +2 damage to Legacy, which means she'll hit herself for more. But we'll still get a round of 2 damage to all villain targets. Which one goes off first? Okay. Well, since this is going to go off anyway, I'm going to have it go off first. Because we're going to need a card play. Trigon Rex. Gladiator. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals 2 hero targets with the highest HP, 1 fire damage, 1 cold damage, and 1 toxic damage each. That's really bad with Phosphorescent Chamber. So let's hit the Trigon Rex, because certainly we need to increase this next damage. And then we'll hit Legacy. So then Wounding Buffer goes off first. And then these go off. Okay. So let's at least regain an HP. 2 HP, right! Because Phosphorescent Chamber, yes! That's useful. And now let's go ahead and hit... Not sure that this order matters. Oh yeah, the Autonomous Blade will go off. I want to take out Ashclaw Revelos. That's what I want to do. So when a target leaves play, move any title cards not under a target back to this area. Okay, so we'll be getting these titles back, whatever they were. Chaos Lord, play 3 cards in 1 turn. Stonejaw, when a target enters play. Okay, so if then Cosmic plays a construct with his absorption, or if he plays Conservation of Energy, you could potentially get champion this way. Oh my god. Well, that's going to be interesting. All right, this is like, oh my god. Whenever you watch this stream, you feel like a Sentinels peasant, mainly because of how strategic I am. This is like the most in-depth turn I think we've had on stream so far.
Let me just say, that guy has amazing hair.
Yeah, that guy does have amazing hair. I don't know who he was talking about, but that guy has amazing hair. Man. Alright, so... if I destroy Ashclaw Revelos, we get those 2 titles back. So let's do that. So the titles are back. Yeah, I know we can't win the game. Well, I know we can't win the game, but you might wonder why we can't win the game when we have more than 20 favor, and that's because Kaargra's text says the heroes cannot win the game. So bear that in mind. Now remember that wounding buffer is going to be destroyed. This is Legacy doing the damage. She's already done 3 damage to multiple things. But no, let's do this. Let's go ahead and hit the villains first. As well as mystical defenses. Alright, now we're down to hero targets. So, wounding buffer will get destroyed. We should certainly destroy wounding buffer before Legacy targets herself. So we'll do that. So if I shuffle this into my deck, and then if I play Conservation of Energy, then Cosmic's going to be able to play 2 more cards after playing Conservation of Energy. So he's going to get the title Chaos Lord. So we destroy Autonomous Blade. But furthermore, I can shuffle this into my deck and either draw or play another card. So... like if I play Autonomous Blade right now, then I could destroy it immediately and then play or draw 3 cards, but that doesn't seem useful. I think I want to draw a card though. Let me get the Cosmic Weapon. So now I'm going to play 2 cards, and then I'm going to get the Chaos Lord. So, does K.N.Y.F.E have her energy increase effect? No, she does not. I mean, it might not matter, because they might get destroyed immediately, but that's okay, because if they get destroyed, then Cosmic can play or draw more cards. In fact, I could play a Construct just to destroy it with Potent Disruption, and then I could play or draw another card. Like, I think Autonomous Blade on Legacy was the best finisher, so we'll put Cosmic Weapon in play next to Legacy. So, the Construct got Stonejaw, but then I'm going to destroy it. Captain Cosmic gets Chaos Lord, and Stonejaw's back in the title deck area. I'm going to play Autonomous Blade. Autonomous Blade is gonna get Stonejaw. This is an abuse of the favor point system. And then I can do 6 damage to Kaargra. But if I destroy a target, then Cosmic gets champion. On the other hand, we need to win the game. So is there, like, a reason to take out... The only one that we could take out is Andolin. He only does 2 melee damage, so it's not really that exciting. I could take out Mystical Defenses, and that would save us a bit more. Although I guess... Mystical Defenses will hit Captain Cosmic, who will play a card from the bottom of his deck. But yeah, I think we need to do this to Kaargra in hopes of destroying her ASAP. And then let's hit Cosmic. And then this can hit Kaargra. Oh, and I guess he was already dealt damage this turn, so he can't play the bottom card of his deck. Sadness. Ouch. Reminder that Legacy still has the Aegis-ish card, so Legacy will be able to survive. And now bunches of discards. I think I'm going to lose Infiltrate and Obfuscate. We'll lose an Unflagging Animation. Rampage is pretty dangerous at this point, but I think we'll lose Enduring Intercession. And a Bolster Allies, I don't know. Alright, get back in there, so Gladiators are coming back. So Idissa and Aurum. So hopefully they don't win on this turn, because they're going to get lots of favor. Let's go ahead and hit Cosmic. Sustained Influence was the card. Provocator Tarnus. That's going to get in the way. I didn't actually read it, but it says that redirect the first damage. The first time a villain target other than this card will be dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to this card. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage. Alright, who's considered to have the lowest? Well, both of these are going to get destroyed, sadly. Actually, no, because the base power, the destruction still happens, so let's hit the mystical defenses. And then this is going to hit everything, including Legacy, so at least let's hit Legacy. Regain HP, and then hit a non-Kaargra target first. Like someone that I don't really anticipate being able to destroy. And then I can hit Kaargra. How did the marathon go? It went really well. We raised about $110,000 for Nami. So let's... Because I could put it back into play, but it's going to get hit by Legacy, and then it's going to get hit by Idissa. Or not Idissa, Soulslayer. And Soulslayer will destroy it, and then start another round of 2 damage across the board. So I would rather get something better out of it. And card draw seems better. Dynamic Siphon. That would be useful to get into play right now. It was too late. Oh, but Cosmic's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sorry, incapacitated. This is incapacitation. Yay! Still alive. I don't think we're gonna last. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna last. Multiple heroes are being dealt damage this way. There it is. So close! But not close enough. I think it was the phosphorescent chamber that did us in, ironically. That was too much damage increases. Too much. Too much on the villain side, not enough on the hero side. But that was an amazing, amazing sequence of events with the mystical defenses there. So we may not have won the war, but at least we won the battle. Or no, we didn't win the battle either. Well, not every game of Sentinels should be won. Not every good game of Sentinels is one that should be won. Best defeat ever, indeed. I'm happy for that game. That's probably one of the better games we've done on stream. Ultimate Chairman is going to be a classic game that I think it's going to be very hard to top that. But Advanced Kaargra right now was probably one of the better games. Alright, so that was the viewer's choice game, and it is 8:40, so we still have time, so we're going to do the completely random game. So I do apologize if your internet doesn't handle the repeated action very well. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm mashing this button. I lost track of where I was. I'm going to stop right now. We're playing single. And I'm going to mash the difficulty button. I have no idea where I am on this. The difficulty that is selected is Advanced. I think that's what, 3 Advanced? Because we did Advanced Capitan and we did Advanced Kaargra, and now we're going to do another Advanced. I'm going to mash the randomize button on the right. This is going to change everything repeatedly, and I'm going to stop right now. Advanced Ennead versus Scholar, Omnitron-U, Dark Watch Expatriette, and the Sentinels in Rook City. This is probably going to be another fun match. Our power has seen millennia. You shall fall before the Ennead. Now, let's all just sit back and think a spell. No need to get all riled up. Alright, Scholar starts with Get Out of the Way, Keep Moving, Know When to Turn Loose, and Mortal Form to Energy. Omnitron-U starts with a Blade of Coding, Defensive Blast, Innervation Ray, and Reactive Plating subroutine. Dark Watch Expatriette starts with Flak Jacket, Hollow Points, RPG Launcher, and Submachine Gun. And the Sentinels, and these are the Southwest Sentinels, start with Dark Delusions, Horrifying Dichotomy, Sentinel Tactics, and Telekinetic Wallop. Alright, so the Ennead. The power of the Ennead. Setup. At the start of the game, this card enters play. The power of the Ennead side up. The Shrine of the Ennead is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. The 9 villain character cards are shuffled and placed beneath the Shrine of the Ennead. The top 4 cards from beneath the Shrine of the Ennead are moved into the villain play area. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are no cards beneath the Shrine of the Ennead, this card flips. Whenever there are no villain targets in play, the heroes win. Advanced. At the start of the villain turn, the top card from beneath the Shrine of the Ennead is moved into the villain play area. So we're going to see most of the Ennead come into play. When they flip, which happens when the shrine is empty, the Ennead enforce. Gameplay. At the end of the villain turn, each villain target regains 2 HP. Whenever there are no villain targets in play, the heroes win. Advanced. Increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1. So they get to their flip side faster, and they do more damage on their flip side. The Shrine of the Ennead. Whenever a villain target would be destroyed, flip it over instead. This card and all cards beneath this card are indestructible and cannot be removed from the play area by any means. So, by any means that increased damage dealt to this card by 1. Oh wait, no, that's not the right by any means. So let's see, what are people saying? I've been doing a sort of bad job of reading chat. I do apologize. Much better than me versus Blade and Omnitron 4, where resource recycling kept bringing back mobile defense platforms. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, I sort of play random games, but I also don't like certain villains. When I hit random and I see a villain, I just choose not to play them, but then that's sort of silly. Alright. Atom. Villain. World Finisher. Gameplay. The first time an Ankh card is put into the villain trash each turn, reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until a Sun card is revealed. Play that card. Shuffle the other revealed cards back into the villain deck. Tefnut. Villain. Warrior of the Flood. Gameplay. The first time an Element card is put into the villain trash each turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. Nephthys. Villain. Life Warden. Gameplay. The first time an Element card is put into the villain trash each turn, this card deals each hero target 1 fire damage. The first time an Ankh card is put into the villain trash each turn, each villain target regains 1 HP. Set. Villain. God of Storms. Gameplay. The first time a Sun card is put into the villain trash each turn, play the top card of the villain deck. The first time an Element card is put into the villain trash each turn, this card deals each hero target 1 lightning damage. And, because it's advanced, we get another one. Geb, which didn't come with text, so we didn't see it. Taste of Immortality, one shot. Move the top card from beneath the Shrine of the Ennead into the villain play area. All villain targets regain 3 HP, so they're not actually going to do anything this turn. Shoo. Villain, Breath of the Wind. Not Breath of the Wild. Wait, what's the... Yeah, isn't that the new Zelda game is Breath of the Wild or something? Gameplay. This card is immune to melee and projectile damage. The first time a sun or element card is put into the villain trash each turn, each non-hero target regains 1 HP. Alrighty. So, the Geb card. Villain, Earthquake Speaker. Gameplay. The first time an element card is put into the villain trash each turn, this card deals the 2 non-villain targets with the highest HP 2 melee damage each. Oh, baby. Well, no damage was dealt, so Scholar has no HP to regain. So there's not really much purpose in doing much with him right now. So I think I'm just going to skip because I would like him to get more cards. Scholar is a hero you would like to have cards for, like Proverbs and Axioms, and Get Out of the Way. And that takes us to Omnitron-U. We don't have the fire plating, which is probably the more useful one, or even just the elemental axo chassis, because a lot of their damage is fire or lightning, or at least the ones we saw. Elemental Storm is certainly very elemental. And the Ennead that are beneath do Infernal and Psychic, so that's not either of those. But we didn't get them, so we don't have them yet. But I could put a Blade of Coding for Tefnut, although Sentinels are always going to be the lowest HP one. Geb could hit Omnitron-U. Shoo, that can't be dealt that damage. I could also put Reactive Plating and Defensive Blast out in hopes of getting the Elemental Axle Chassis and discarding a Blade of Coding. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because we don't have any cards that get destroyed with damage to Omnitron at this point, so I don't need to reduce damage just yet. He gets a Self-Sabotage, which is not an Elemental Axle Chassis. And then Expatriette. I think she's going to put the submachine gun out, but she's going to aim first, because if she deals damage, they could regain the HP back anyway. Hair Trigger Reflexes could hit Ennead when they enter play. And as someone pointed out, Sentinel Tactics in the opening hand is good, because now I could do damage as well as use a different power. And the only damage dealing power in the base game, or base Sentinels, is the Idealist's power, so I'm going to use that. Priority should be set, I would believe. And let's protect the Sentinels. I generally play the card game solo. Unless you're talking about the physical game. I used to play the physical game solo, but now that the digital game has almost every expansion out there now, there's not really much purpose to play the card game unless it's to play variants that aren't in the digital yet, or to play with like the Cauldron decks. But I haven't done that in a long time. But I used to be very good at keeping track of things. I like the expanded tokens that I think Greater Than Games has on their site. Maybe, or maybe it's on Amazon. That includes start of turn and end of turn tokens. That helps tremendously with tracking. Doesn't help with like when this card is dealt damage, do things effects. Alright. Scum and Villainy. At the end of the environment turn, play the top card of the villain deck. At the start of the environment turn, the villain character card with the highest HP deals each hero target 3 melee damage, then destroy this card. So this is a bad thing. Sun's Fury. One-shot Sun. The villain target with the highest HP deals each hero target 2 fire damage. So we are finally been dealt damage, and we're gonna get lots of sun effects. Shu is going to have HP recovery, and then Set's going to play a card. So at least let's do the HP recovery first, although I don't think it matters at all. And then we get the Desert's Wrath. One-shot element. Destroy all environment cards. The villain target with the lowest HP deals each hero target X projectile damage, where X equals the number of cards destroyed by this card. So thankfully we don't have to deal with the scum and villainy damage. But we did get an element, so more things are going to trigger. We have 4 things. We have damage to the lowest HP hero, each hero target, and 2 non-villain targets with the highest HP. So I don't think the order matters, which is a lot of damage. All right, now for the real villain turn. Osiris came out. Mass Overheating, one-shot Sun. Destroy 3 equipment cards. The villain target with the highest HP deals each hero target 2 fire damage. So there goes Expat's gun. Yeah, wasn't Osiris just brought out? The first time an Ankh card is put into the villain trash each turn, each player discards 1 card and each hero deals themselves 1 psychic damage. And then we have Elemental Storm, which the villain target with the lowest HP deals each hero target 1 lightning, 1 fire, and 1 cold. There's a lot of spread damage that they're doing right now. And then we're gonna get more element triggers. I'm just fast forwarding through all of this because there's a lot of targets. Remember when I said, oh, none of us were dealt damage in the first turn? Yep. Well, I think we're going to utilize Get Out of the Way. Because this, I want to use it before K.N.Y.F.E comes out, which is very soon. So let's get Immortal Form to Energy out first, and then let's get out of the way. So we're going to be hitting 7 things. Scholar's going to regain 7 HP and can deal 7 damage to something. I could put out a second Mortal Form to Energy and then get out of the way the next turn, but it's likely that K.N.Y.F.E would come out and then get out of the way would be less effective. But we just did a lot of damage to set. Proverbs and Axioms. So self-sabotage, there are no components in play, but I could get out Ablative Coating as well as Innervation Ray. Remember I was like, I don't want to put out an Ablative Coating because I don't know if it'll be useful. Well, Temporal Shielding, still not the one I want. We have a component now at least. That's the good news. Bad news is Expatriette lacks a gun, but I could put Hair Trigger Reflexes together with Aim. So I have that going for me, which is nice. Another Hair Trigger Reflexes is drawn. Alright, let's see. Dark Delusions would do a lot of damage to villain targets. I think Dark Delusions is going to do more overall damage than Telekinetic Wallop. Or a Vision is rather boring right now. So let's do this. Damage. Oh, and I did damage, so I'm going to use a power. So let's go ahead and hit set. We're still not going to be able to destroy set before the next turn, but we're progressing. I always like to flip set first because then we get lots of extra card plays on the villain turn at least. Alright, Scum and Villainy. Okay, here we go again. Ancient Magics, one-shot element. Destroy 3 hero ongoing and or equipment cards. The villain target with the lowest HP deals any hero with ongoing and or equipment cards and play 2 infernal damage. Okay. Well, if I destroy Omnitron's things, he deals damage. So let's lose the Innervation Ray, because that's a little boring. And yeah, we'll lose Reactive Plating. If I destroy equipments, he can get them back with his base power. I destroyed an ongoing though, but that's okay. The other thing to consider is that the other heroes are going to take damage. Whatevs. Whatevs! I want more damage. I don't think this game's going to last long, though. At least we only got an element this time instead of a sun. Or an Ankh. Alright. Yeah, I'll hit N.Y.E.T. Mass overheating. Alright. We destroyed all the equipment cards. But it is a sun. So we get Death's Grasp, one-shot Ankh. The villain target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the lowest HP 2 infernal damage. Poor Idealist. Atom plays Blast of Flame, one-shot Sun. The villain target with the highest HP deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 fire damage. I just generally hit choose for me with these because I don't know that the order matters. I mean, it can matter, it does have a matter, but when there's this many things, I don't know I can even keep track of what order could matter. It's like an amount of like bookkeeping that might matter, but might not. But yeah, this game is ending quickly, just so we're aware. I discarded temporal shielding, but I kept self-sabotage. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I don't want to rewind. I'm just discarding things willy-nilly. This is not how my streams should go, but I don't know that this game... I mean, I shouldn't be so negative after the Ultimate Chairman match, but we're getting overwhelmed. Also, that aim increased my self-damage. You're the only geek in the 50-mile or so radius of your hometown. I'm sorry. So I think we're just gonna try to do something exciting with this. I'm not sure what exciting things can happen. I mean, Scholar regaining HP is wise because Mortal Form to Energy. Yeah, I knew it's going to be annoying, but I think I still want to take out Set as fast as I can. I don't think the other heroes could profit from... Well, like, certainly Expatriette would do more damage to herself. And then she would aim, which isn't useful. Idealist would kill herself, so she's going to regain HP. But yeah, I don't really think Omnitron-U would profit at all, and I don't think the Sentinels... Like, I guess if I have one of them do damage, then we can have Sentinel Tactics trigger. But I'm just gonna go for HP. This was a pretty damage-heavy turn, and we still have a looming Scum and Villainy, although we can RPG launch it. This has to go on N.Y.E.T. though, because everyone else wouldn't take the damage. Oh boy. Oh, I have an Elemental Axle Chassis now, good. So I don't have a plating in my hand, so I'm still gonna use the base power, and I'm gonna move an equipment from my trash into my hand. So let's get a plating, because then I could discard it with Defensive Blast to good effect. As long as N.Y.E.T.'s gone, which is unlikely. And yeah, we need to get rid of Scum and Villainy, because it's gonna do 3 melee damage to everyone. And without guns, I can only aim. Prejudice. We have a gun. Alright. I can destroy Set if I use Horrifying Dichotomy. So if I do this, this is not going to kill Set, so I'm going to throw it on N.Y.E.T. instead. But this will kill Set. One down. Unique capabilities. That's a useful one. Falling Statuary. When this card enters play, deal the target with the second lowest HP 3 irreducible projectile damage. At the end of the environment turn, destroy this card. Poor Omnitron. So we're now gonna get Isis. Death's Grasp. One shot Ankh. The villain target with the lowest HP deals the hero target with the lowest HP 2 infernal damage. And then Atom plays a Sun. Blast of Flame. I don't know if I've read these yet. I'm just gonna play these cards. But it's a Sun, so we're gonna get... Or no, Set's incapacitated, so we're already done with Set. Alright. And then this is HP recovery. Select the target to be dealt damage. Throw that on mainstay, please. People are discarding cards. Get out of the way is probably not going to be useful right away. I mean, it can be useful eventually, but Singularity, Hair Trigger Reflexes, Second Chance. Come on, Omnitron, stay alive so that you can do something with Set's turn, please. Truth Seeker, Technological Advancement. I'm gonna go with the Focused Plasma Cannon. Tactical Shotgun, Telekinetic Wallops. Now the Sentinels may use a power. Idealist is gonna deal the damage. I think we could try to keep Omnitron alive. Is probably the best thing to do. Maybe. It's probably not gonna matter. I think Atom is the second priority, although I don't think it will matter. And then might as well throw this on Shu. And Twisting Back Alleys. Excellent. And okay, nope. Omnitron survives. He was briefly at 1 HP and would have been destroyed. I think we're gonna do Proverbs and Axioms again. Get out of the way, reset, speed loading, team communication. So Scholar can regain HP. Unfortunately, Twisting Back Alleys is gonna screw us up here. I'm gonna opt for Medico to take damage. So that he could use his power to have Omnitron stay alive. He was at 1, now he's at 7. Ah, jeez. Oh, and because I dealt damage, I used the power. Okay. So I think the most useful one, since there's no other damage being dealt. And then everyone else will just regain HP. Alright. This is gonna do more damage. And gets me a card. Solid to liquid. Transmutive recovery. Okay. It's good that I went with the irreducible one. So Defensive Blast is now out. I could potentially get Omnitron's Environment Destruction card, so I'm gonna reset and hope to get it. Nope. I'm gonna skip my play because then I could just play a card with this, and I don't want to play the other platings. Get a reactive plating subroutine. So we have the tactical shotguns, so I don't need to play Prejudice. So I'm gonna put the flak jacket out and try to keep Expatriette alive. And try to wail on N.Y.F.E. Alrighty, and oh yeah, so now unique capabilities first. Caligulous form, because there's going to be a lot of damage going our way. And then team communication. Let's hope we get another unique capabilities. We've got another team communication. So I can team communication. And I did not get another one of those two, so we're going to do something else. That's a lot of damage. I think that's the best. Positive energy. Unfortunately, Scholar isn't going to be able to do anything with the twisting back alleys. It's 1 damage. Right. It's not actually that much damage, but it is HP recovery. I forgot about, like, I figured, I mean, I forgot about twisting back alleys, but I was like, oh yeah, this is 1 damage to the non-N.Y.F.E. things. Oh well. Block. But hopefully we can get N.Y.F.E. out someday. Human shield. Blighted streets. Oh, excellent. Because now the Ennead are going to flip and they're going to have a damage increase. And with Blighted streets out, it's an even more damage increase. I do not want to play villain cards, though. They have too many advantages right now. Grave Beckons, which does only triggers Ankh effects. Sun's Fury is going to do 4 fire to everyone. Oh, thankfully Caligulous form went off. HP recovers. I'll throw out on Wraith. Discards, solid to liquid. Temporal shielding, Mabes. Incendiary rounds. I don't know what's good and what's not. Second chance. Oh, this was our self-damage, right. Oh, jeez. Let's just try to get N.Y.F.E. down. Oh, good. I think flesh to iron, because we need to stay alive somehow. And no one to hold fast because it's not Scholar's turn. So that's good. Technological advancement. Okay. Another focused plasma cannon. And maybe he'd be able to keep it. Dark Delusions. Only hits N.Y.F.E. But we can use... Oh no, we already dealt damage this turn. Right. Damn. Good night, Bolner App. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you enjoyed the stream, rather. And Toxic Sludge. Oh, that's good. We can destroy environment cards with that. Or Desert's Wrath could destroy environment cards. Which is going to play Blighted... Or Blighted Streets is going to play the top card of the villain deck. So let's destroy it last. Rise to Power, which does nothing except play another card. Plays another card. And deals damage to the lowest hero. Okay. And then Idealist is dead. And Omnitron's gonna lose his things. But now I can hit N.Y.F.E for full damage. And then hands, sorry, elements. Omnitron didn't survive. Alrighty, we finally got here. Alright, what are Omnitron-U's in caps? One hero destroys one of their equipment cards. If they do, they deal one target 2 lightning and 2 fire damage. One player moves an equipment card from their trash into their hand. One player may play a card. Alright. So with Mortal Form to Energy and Flesh to Iron, I have to discard 2 cards. I can expect the worst and play Alchemical Redirection on Omnitron-U's turn, and then all the heroes will be spared damage. That's a thought. So I don't need Truth Seeker. N.Y.F.E can potentially be destroyed soon. So let's get rid of No One to Hold Fast. And then let's expect the worst. And let's Truth Seek N.Y.F.E. Flesh to Iron. Mortal Form to Energy. And Omnitron-U, let's Scholar play the Alchemical Redirection. So anytime damage will be dealt to a hero target, redirect it to the Scholar, which is then reduced to 0. That's a good combo. I'll put speed loading out there because I think we do have ammos in the trash. We might be able to destroy N.Y.F.E. No, because what's her face is inkept. I can Restorative Burst though, which will revive her, and then Scholar regains a hit point and can hit N.Y.F.E with that. And then everyone else regains HP. Actually, if Medico lets Scholar regain HP, then he can deal damage and take out N.Y.F.E. So this isn't going to be useful because they're going to regain the HP before I can use it. Reveal the bottom card of a deck, discard it, or put it on the top of that deck. That's not one you want on the Ennead. Oh yeah, so I can't deal damage, respectively. So this is how we deal with N.Y.F.E. All right, Restorative Burst. So now Scholar could get out of the way, deal a lot of damage, regain a lot of HP. Okay. Another Blighted Streets, that's okay. Taste of Immortality is HP recovery, but they're at max HP. So that's not terribly exciting, really. It's also not a symbol card. Each player may either move one card from their trash to the top of their deck or put the top card of the deck into play. Well, the Sentinels do want to play a card. Hopefully it's a damage dealer. It is. So we'll have Mainstay do it. This is melee, so I can't hit Shu. But I think Osiris is the one that's annoying because it's card discards. Or no, I wanted Atom out, I guess. Yeah, we'll hit Atom instead because that's extra card plays whenever Ankh enters play. Or goes into the trash. So fast forward through this. And then have Sentinels play. And we can use a power. So I think this is still the most effective is on Scholar. This could hit Shu, but I'm going to hit Atom. Hopefully to get them out. Yeah, Expat. Shock rounds. Good. Scholar is a little risky, but I'm going to do it. Keep moving. Oh, we don't have another Mortal Form to Energy, but I can Solid to Liquid. And then I could play Get Out of the Way. And that would do a lot. But they still have to regain HP, so I'm gonna do another round of Don't Dismiss Anything. There's another solid to liquid. Liquid nitrogen rounds, unfortunately, can't be played. There were steel chains. Okay, we got lots of card plays there. Ooh, and that was the Scholar's card play. Okay. Falling Statuary. This is irreducible, so this is going to redirect to the Scholar, but he will take this damage. But that's okay, because that's saved the Idealist. This damage is not going to go through. I don't like caramel M&Ms, although I've never really had one, but I don't really like caramel in general. I'm lame. I just like the standard milk chocolate M&Ms. I hate the peanut M&Ms. I don't like peanuts in general. You leave for 5 minutes, and the Idealist is resurrected, and the Scholar has 10 HP. This was 1 damage, so I don't want to redirect that one. Yeah, the Scholar has made us live. The next point of business, the next point of business is actually surviving this game. Unfortunately, let's see, this is Mortal Form. I want to keep Mortal Form. I'm gonna have to keep Flesh to Iron. I can't keep the solid to liquids. I didn't utilize them, but I can't really keep them. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Transmutive Recovery. But that's okay. Destroy these. Expect the worst, keep moving, and then Truth Seeker. Alright, I could do another alchemical. No, I can't, because I already passed my play phase. Okay. I could have the Scholar get out of the way right now. That might be enough to get rid of Atom. So I'm gonna do it. Lude is a caramel heretic. But that's okay, because it's a free country. Free! Yeah, hollow points. And then I'm gonna put the submachine gun out, because that with hollow points is good. And this will be enough to get rid of Atom once we get to Sentinel's turn. Oh my gosh, hollow points! What a surprise! Actually, positive energy is enough to get rid of Atom and do lots of damage now that we've gotten rid of things. I could put Human Shield out. Because with Durasteel Chains and Block, that's 2 reduction, which will cancel Blighted Streets and the Enneads. Ugh. Doesn't seem like that's useful. I think the Scholar has to survive. Scholar, you must live. Might want to heal Expatriette in case Grave Beckons comes up. I can't. Or no, wait, is it one of these incaps to shuffle? Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Alright, we no longer have a handle on what the Ennead are gonna do. Nah. I don't need to. They're not gonna do that. They can't possibly do that. I mean, honestly, she's gonna be dealt so much damage from the Ennead as it stands that it doesn't really matter. Blackout. Toxic Sludge. Which can help get rid of environment cards, at least. And this will redirect. That's the good news. This is hitting a lot of the Ennead, that's also good news. It's toxic damage, so it hits Shu, that's the good news. This is hitting us, that's not as good news. This is only hitting Scholar at this point, that's good news, sort of. Alright. Desert's Wrath. Alright, that destroys cards. Which played another card, of course. We can keep Expat alive. We have 6 left. Can we do it? Ugh. Scholar's running out of cards. And this is self-damage, which isn't really good. Oh no, it's fine. Well, yeah, it's actually fine, because the Sentinels can't hurt themselves. This is gonna kill Idealist. And that will kill Expat. Bye, Expat. We had hoped to utilize the submachine gun with hollow points, but c'est la vie. Now, will the Sentinel survive this turn? That's the next question. Bring what you need. Coordinated assault. Mainstay's the best for this. And we can't hit Shu with this because it's melee. I could block, and that could maybe keep the rest of the Sentinels alive. Or I could have Scholar regain HP. I'm gonna opt for block. And hope to get lucky. Oh good, twisting back alleys. Oh, good. Twisting Desert's Wrath. Thank you, Ennead, for destroying the card that I didn't want. And yeah, block helped keep us alive. Yes. Alright, let's get past this. We survived another round. Now I have to lose 2 of these 3 cards. Honestly, at this point, alchemical redirection is not as exciting, because there's only, like, the Sentinels left. And I'm gonna keep expect the worst. And I'm not gonna have enough cards to keep everything I want, but I can at least do more damage this way. Offensive Transmutation, know when to turn loose. Neither of those are card draws, unfortunately. So having the Sentinels play a card, maybe. Yeah, we can revive. Revive Idealist again. Or no, that's not the card I was thinking of. Sorry, my bad. Restorative Burst. That's the one. There we go. All right. Throw that on Shu, I suppose. And what is Expat's in caps? I forgot to check that. We're gonna see. Power, destroy an ongoing, reduce the next damage. Alright, so Scholar can get a card draw with this. What are the cards left in his deck? That's just Truth Seeker. Transmutive Recovery. Alright. So Positive Energy is probably best. We're whittling them all down, at least. Just have to stay alive. Alrighty. Another day, another dollar. Falling Statuary. Unfortunately, that's going after these guys again. I want to keep Mainstay alive. And that kills Medico. That's only 1 damage. And then, yeah, so thankfully this 1 damage doesn't do anything. Another Flesh to Iron, that's not what I wanted. Oh good, this revives Medico. No. Oh, Medico's not active, so oh, he's the only one that doesn't get revived. Can I revive Medico and then play that card? Oh, Dr. Traumatta, you're here. And okay. Well, I definitely didn't need the second Flesh to Iron. This is an element. Sentinels will survive at least. I think Bring What You Need I'm gonna need to start using because I'm not having enough cards to fund my discards. Expect the Worst is gonna destroy itself, so I guess I'm gonna lose that. I lose the HP recovery part of it, but I'm close to max and it was gonna destroy itself anyway. Nope, Wraith is gone. Wraith is gone. Okay. I don't want to lose Flesh to Iron. That's the only thing keeping Scholar alive. But I also don't want to lose both of these cards. But I have to. So let's hopefully get something good with this. I should know what these 3 cards are, but Transmutive Recovery is good and Grace Under Fire is good. so we have 2 Grace Under Fires and a Transmute of Recovery. So I could have Scholar play a Transmute of Recovery. I could also have the Sentinels play a card that deals damage. We don't have their HP. We lost all of their flippin' incapacitated one. I think it's the Scholar game at this point. Scholar, it's up to you. Offensive Transmutation. Transmute of Recovery. And then Scholar, bring what you need. Like Fleshed Iron. He shuffled his deck so I can keep moving. I guess I should have gone for Truth Seeker. Oh well, doesn't matter. Wraith is not active, but that would have been a great card to play on the Ennead. Wraith is not active. Idealist is not active. Medico, or no, Idealist is active. So that's 3 Psychic. Medico is not active. Wraith is not active. Mainstay is active. Idealist can do that damage. All right, so that's the best is Idealist. And those are the only 2 powers I have, so... I don't know at this point. Fling into Darkness. That does not help revive a character. Blighted Streets. This doesn't matter because Knew It shuffles. Oh no, I guess this first card will go into play. Yeah. And Dr. Tremata is not long for this world. Destroy Blighted Streets, please. Nope. I think this kills the Sentinels. Oh no, okay, what's his face isn't gonna... Nope, yep, Sentinels are dead. I forgot about Blighted Streets. Alright, it's the Sentinels game. Or it's the Scholar game. Can we do it? Can we do it? Oh, man. Like, I sort of feel like I need to have a second Flesh to Iron. I don't need Solid to Liquid, though. Oh, I could have kept moving first. Hold on. That's probably a bit better. Keep moving. Get another Mortal Form to Energy. And then Transmute Recovery. There we go. And I haven't expect the worst, so... That's gonna get played. And I can put another one in my hand. And I can get a no one to hold fast, so I can play that and keep my cards. So then play... Expect the worst. Yeah, if an Ancient Magix comes out, it's going to be tough. I'm just gonna get as many Scholar cards in hand as possible. Because reasons. Alright, now the Sentinels in cap. We have regain 2 HP, play a card, draw a card, destroy an ongoing card. So play is probably better. Do we have another Mortal Form to Energy? We do. So we're gonna need to just regain HP like a machine. This will take out Shu. I'm gonna start with that. All right, 5 to go. All right, falling statuary. Oh my gosh, you actually went after the Ennead for once. Amazing. Rise to power. Element. So, I honestly don't know which symbols I want to see at this point. I know which cards I don't want to see. Dr. Tremada's back. Scum and villainy again. Jeez. Mass overheating. I'm fine with that one. Alright. If I want to keep all 3 mortal forms to energy and flesh to iron, I need to discard 4 cards. But I do have an expect the worst, so I don't need to even have flesh to iron right now. Alright, let's lose offensive transmutation. Let's lose flesh to iron. Let's lose offensive transmutation. And let's try to take out Cyrus. And then for the 3rd mortal form to energy. Okay. This is risky. I'm gonna expect the worst. And then I'm gonna use this power. Bring what you need. Get out of the way. Alright, I want get out of the way. So Sentinels can let me play a card too, right? Yeah, so let's get out of the way to maximum effect. So I dealt damage to 5 targets. That's perfect, because now I do perfect damage to take out Osiris. 4 to go. So who next? I think one of these I want to save for last. Yeah, Tefnut's last, because he makes discards. And Nephthys is HP recovery on villain side. Geb is a little boring. Isis doesn't really affect much. So I'm gonna go after Geb. And then a hero means a power, so let's Truth Seeker. We get Don't Dismiss Anything. And then we can have Scholar play. I think we want to do No One to Hold Fast, because I want more cards. So Transmuted Recovery, keep moving, get out of the way, keep moving, no one to turn loose. Okay. So expect the worst, getting mileage. Toxic Sludge, hitting the Ennead. Falling Statuary should also hit the Ennead, right? Oh, might actually go after the Scholar, maybe. But yeah, I want that instead of... Ooh, and I can throw those on the Scholar because expect the worst. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No one to hold fast. Yes, more cards. Falling Statuary. And another Falling Statuary. Oh, but that went after Scholar. No. Okay. We don't have another Expect the Worst, and we don't have a Flesh to Iron. So Scholar's pretty naked right now. Now, Chemical Redirection is certainly dead, though. I don't like Solid to Liquid, really. So 2 HP, so I can do this 3 times. I can don't dismiss. Oh, you are right. That is something I can do. I don't normally think of that because it's like, oh, I can move a card from my trash to the top of my hand. But then... or top of my deck, but then... Okay. We have a plan. Thank you, Techno. Because now I can have Omnitron play it for me. Yay! Alright, so Scholar is staying alive some more. Use a power. This should do it. Proverbs and Axioms. And then use a power, or no, play a card or regain 2 HP. You have a transmutive recovery, so that's a little better. Get out of the way would do 4 damage, regain 4 HP, take out Geb, and then do more damage. Yeah, so that's probably... Get out of the way again! Alright, we have a system as long as they don't play ancient magics. Although we do have plenty of ongoing cards currently. A plethora of ongoing cards. I think Isis was next. I could destroy an ongoing, or destroy an environment card if I discard a card. If I destroy Blighted Streets, this plays the top card of the villain deck, though. So, no. And Toxic Sludge is actually helping us a lot. So, no. Twisting Back Alleys, though. No! That's annoying. I don't want to play the top card of the villain in environment decks. Come on, destroy environment cards. You know you want to destroy environment cards. That's not environment destruction. Scholar plays Get Out of the Way, which is terrible with Twisting Back Alleys. No! And Scum and Villainy. And Twisting Back Alleys. Destroy environment cards! No! Okay, well. That's annoying. Super annoying. I can't actually damage the Ennead right now. Unless they do Grace Under Fire for a single point of damage. I could get Flesh to Iron if I shuffle my trash, though, which is probably wise. Oh, I could do No One to Turn Loose, but then that's like I'm losing all of my cards that I worked so preciously to get. So I'll lose those cards because I already have them in play, and then this does no damage. Which is annoying. Alright. We have a Don't Dismiss and a No One to Turn Loose. So I could get Don't Dismiss, play Don't Dismiss, get Expect the Worst. Wait. But then I wouldn't draw it in time. No, I wouldn't. I don't really know what the better option is. Proverbs and Axioms, maybe? This gets me more cards. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Get the Don't Dismiss. Deal self-damage. And then bring what I need. Just get more cards. Oh, wait. That only got me 1 card. No! That was lame. Let's go to play a card. No, that's not useful with Blighted Streets out. No one to turn loose. I would discard 6 cards and then deal 4 damage. I think I'm gonna have to use Toxic Sludge to destroy Twisting Back Alleys'. I could also destroy Scum and Villainy before it deals damage. That's wise. Blighted Streets, one is destroyed, plays the top card of the villain deck, which sucks. I think I just need to try to... oh, if I shuffle the deck and then I play Keep Moving on Omnitron's turn, then I can get Flesh to Iron that way. So that's my new plan. So... I don't want to play Transmutive Recovery unless I can actually damage the Ennead with the HP. Or Proverbs and Axioms. So I think I'm just going to use Bring What I Need to get the 2 cards for free. And then we got to get out of the way. Oh, and then I can destroy Blighted Streets right now. But that's risky. Nah, I don't need to worry about that. I don't think. Yeah, so keep moving. Get the Flesh to Iron. Oh man, now my trash is empty, so I can't dismiss anything and get that card back. Any other options weren't really that exciting. How am I still alive? Because Scholar played Expect the Worst for like 4 straight rounds and stayed alive. I mean, Scholar is one of like the heroes who could just solo a villain, especially with the incaps that allow for card plays and card draws. Like, I don't want to play a card. I could don't dismiss anything and get a random card, but I sort of want to save that. But I could use Bring What I Need with Expatriette. So no one to hold fast is good. Offensive Transmutation is a bit better right now. Once we're down to 1 Ennead, that would be a lot better. Yeah, and let's play No One to Hold Fast. I could get a second Flesh to Iron out. And then Scholar will be super safe, but I should be fine for now. So we'll have to discard... Oh, I can only destroy 1 environment card. Okay, let's lose 1 Twisting Back Alleys. Another Scum and Villainy. It's actually not good. This might be it. I don't want to play more cards. Okay, this is damage. Oh, good. And I can actually damage him now. Damage her now. That's good. And this damages... Ooh, Isis, yes! Damage Isis. Don't dismiss anything's on the bottom of my deck now. Tony Taurus has returned, or started. Okay, damage, 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 damage. Okay. 5 HP, pretty scary. Yeah, I think the second Fleshed Iron is going to be necessary. We have 1 on my deck, so I can keep moving into it. That's the good news. I mean, I could basically get every single element out And then maybe have enough card draws to keep them funded. And then maybe I'd be a super tank that can survive. Yeah, we're not gonna know when to turn loose. Like, Solid to Liquid would at least help with being able to get past the damage resistance, but I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. But that was a lot of damage, and I'm tired of taking damage. Did I get the, I didn't get it yet. I did not get it yet. I could keep, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep moving and get the Solid to Liquid. And then I can do more damage with HP recovery methods. Let's transmute recovery. So now I can do 6 damage to Isis. How is this game still going? Jeez. I kind of wanted to finish by 9 and it's now almost 10. Yeah. Transmutive. Don't dismiss. There's an expect the worst. Okay, so let's expect the worst then. Because then I'll be super safe. And then I don't need the double flesh to iron. I could regain 1 HP and deal 1 damage 3 times. Or 2 HP and deal 1 damage 3 times. Yeah. I can potentially get Isis out. Actually, hold on. What are we gonna do on Scholar's turn? Probably transmute recovery again, so that's 2 damage, so I can do this on someone else. Tough nut for last, I'm gonna say. We might be able to pull this off at this point. It was scary that last round. That was probably the first round that was actually pretty scary. But Scholar is doing a really good job right now. He was not worried. Just sit back and relax and let's think a spell. Alright, we're not gonna Grace Under Fire anymore, I don't think. I do want to get rid of Twisting Back Alleys. Scum and Villainy to no effect. Twisting Back Alleys' return. Alright, so this is HP recovery, this plays another card. Let's go with this because that's an empty turn for them. And Scholar can take this, although it doesn't matter because one of the in-cap effects destroys a villain, or a environment target with lowest HP, so... Oh. Oh, they shuffled their deck. Okay, never mind. Tony Taurus, you're useless. Alright, Scholar has too many cards now. You can tell because the 17 was pointing out. Oh no. Alright, finally. I went after someone who wasn't Scholar. Mass overheating, who cares about equipments, right? Okay. So I don't need to flesh to irons because we have another expect the worst, and I think we have enough cards that I don't need flesh to iron. So chemical redirection, bring what you need. Grace Under Fire. Destroy. Destroy. Keep Solid to Liquid, ironically. I guess it's not really ironic. It just helps with getting past the damage reduction. Of course, Tony Taurus is useless. He became the Heartbreaker. Yeah. This is the match that led to Tony Taurus turning into Heartbreaker. Or actually, I don't even remember what caused it, but let's say it was that. Is it in my deck? It is in my deck. Keep moving for a Solid to Liquid. And then... Expect the worst. Bring what you need. So know when to hold fast. I'm not gonna need to keep moving at this point. And I get it anyway. And then we shall play Solid to Liquid. Alright. We have every copy of Solid to Liquid in our arsenal. So we have to be able to discard 6 cards. We have lots of cards. So I'm gonna opt for HP. Scholar regains 4 HP. This would have gone faster if it weren't for twisting back alleys. What's gonna be better? Actually, we have so few cards left in the deck. An alchemical redirection, a keep moving, and 2 transmutive recoveries. There's a 50% chance that if I play the top card of Scholar's deck, I get a transmutive recovery. But I could also put an Expect the Worst on top with Don't Dismiss Anything, so let's do that then. Although I might not be able to draw that, it might get discarded first. So I don't know if that was wise. Scum and Villainy. Okay, that's fine. Villain Trash. Play the top cards. Sun's Fury. Oh. I put that on top of my deck and then I discarded it. No, that was stupid. I could have controlled what set played and I didn't realize it. Oh well. Dr. Tremata is out. Oh, Ancient Magics. Expect the Worst is... I was gonna say it's gonna get destroyed, but I would like to regain the HP with all of these cards. So I'm gonna lose Bring What You Need and Truth Seeker, and I guess I'm gonna lose a Solid to Liquid. Okay. I need to play Don't Dismiss Anything. Although, for once, we don't have a Twisting Back Alley, so I can do most max damage now, for once. So I might be able to do something exciting for once. Trying to think. I have only 2 Solid to Liquid, so if I regain 2 HP, it turns into 4. I do 4 damage. There's gonna be a waste of damage somewhere. I'm just gonna do this. I think, because do we still have 2 copies of... Oh, we have multiple copies of Get Out of the Way. I could do Get Out of the Way for days. Not that it's particularly better than other things, but at least I do 1 damage to these guys and then regain 4. Okay, yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this! Oh my goodness gracious, and of course Scholar finishes at almost max HP. But oh man, that was a match. That was a match. That was exciting. We've had some pretty good games tonight. We had advanced La Capitan, which ended in victory. Looked pretty scary. Bunker got incapacitated before his third turn, but we managed to turn it around and it ended pretty well. And then the viewer's choice game, that was advanced Kaargra Warfang. That was a loss, but we had one of the most in-depth turns that I've had on Dolphin's Dive so far, so that was really good. Managed to get like 15 favor points in one turn and would have won, except the gladiators overwhelmed us. And then the advanced Ennead, which that was a chaotic game. Lasted far longer than I expected. We started that at about 8:40, had like 20 minutes before 9 o'clock, and it's now 10 p.m. So this was a 3-hour Dolphins Dive. So, but I think all 3 games were pretty instructive, pretty exciting to watch, and I hope that you enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed playing them. And you guys all seem to enjoy that as well, which makes me happy. It at least validates, of course, Handelabra deciding to add me on, as well as my decision to join them. I could have rejected, said no, why would I want to do this? But we've had some fun games tonight, so that makes it worth it. Alright, so that does wrap up Dolphins Dive for this week. I will be back next week with more exciting games. I closed the window that had the speech. I'm going to pull it up real quick. I actually want to do it on this machine. Au revoir. Buenas noches. Where's my Chrome window? It's not opening up. Yeah, it's being slow. There we go. Finally loaded something. And it's still being slow. This match took so long that my machine decided to get outdated in the interim. I'm just trying to get the speech that I say at the start, just so I can also end with it so that it has some, like, cohesion. I usually leave this window open, but apparently I closed it in the middle of the stream without realizing it. Alright, you just watched Handelabra Games. In particular, you just watched Dolphins Dive, hosted by Lewd Dolphin. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow Lewd Dolphin 21 on Twitter, search for Lewd Dolphin on YouTube, and Lewd Dolphin on Twitch with no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. And yeah, that was it. That was that was the exciting epilogue speech. But yeah, thanks for watching. Good night, guys. Now I have to pull up some music. Let's see what we want to play. We'll play Ennead music. Even though they lost, we'll get their music.